Hi everyone, I am TigerHawk3, and today we will be looking at Django again. It's part 7 of the tutorial, and I'm only at part 6 of the video, I think. Oh, no, it's part 7. Forgot to change that. Anyway, part 7. So, keep in mind this is the beginner tutorial. And right after this, there's an advanced one, but the focus for this time is the admin form. So we're going to be working with that. Customize the admin form by registering the question model with admin.site.register question. So we registered our question model with the admin site, and Django did built a default form representation. So if we change polls/admin.py, we can affect what happens here. Admin. Alright, so we registered this here. That was all we did. We're going to do more now. Django contrib admin, .models question. We're going to make a class. Question admin with admin imported dot model admin. I don't know what this does, but we'll explain it afterward. And this is a class variable fields, which is update and question text. Alright. You create a model admin class, then pass it as the second argument to admin.site.register. Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. You also get admin.site.register. We have our question. Oh no, we're gonna remove it from here. I see. So we define our class, and then we will register the question and the question admin. Okay. Create a model, pass it as the second argument, or model admin class anytime you need to change the admin options for a model. Okay. This particular change above makes the publication date come before the question field. Okay, let's start this up. Where am I? What's going on? PyManage.py run server. Okay, and it is running. Now let's go to localhost 8000 slash polls/1. Oh, this is in the admin site, so I can change the question. Okay. So let me log in. I've got to display the thing. Hang on. All right. This one. Doop-de-doo. Alrighty. That should be good. Perfect. There we go. Groups, users, questions. Let's go to questions. And question, what's new? So we have question text and date published, and this is the default. So Now I'm going to notice how we have question text last and publication date first. I'm going to save this. And, oh, I didn't really show you the, can you see it? Sort of. There we go. That's better. So it has reloaded the changes. Let's see that again. And we will refresh, and we should see the date published being first. And it is first, indeed. That's cool. Oh, in chat, we have a visitor, Parth Sharma. Hello again. Says you visited my website. Cool, thank you. I don't really do super much with it nowadays. Occasionally I'll post something, maybe a blog type sort of article or something. And how am I doing? I'm doing fine. We're going through Django, and I'm happy to be on the last part of the beginner tutorial. I feel like maybe I will have learned something. A random stranger says he's looking at my rage gallery. I haven't made one of those in a while either. But I remember those. Sometimes I think I'll make another, and then not today, this minute. So we changed the order of these fields. If you have lots and lots of fields, you might want to have the more popular ones to work with at the top. Makes sense? Or some order that you want. Might want to split the form up into field sets. Okay, we can do that. Field sets. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Field sets. We have our list. And then we have none. And then fields. Question text. It's a little weird. A tuple with 2 items, one of which is a dictionary with 1 item. But okay. None this, and date information. Fields being, you will soon not be able to see that. Put that over there. Fields, pub date in a list. Can't forget that. One of these, one of these, one of those, and that. Okay. None fields question text. Date information, fields pub date. Okay. The first element of each tuple in field sets is the title of the field set. Okay. None and date information. Okay. So let's save this and go back to that. And let me actually do this first. Oh, hang on. It's got, we have an error over here. Site packages, unhashable type dict. Do I have a dictionary in a dictionary? Where's that? In admin.py, register, question admin, and then something bad happened. Okay. We have a tuple. We have a list with 2 items, and the first is a tuple of none and fields question text. And then end the tuple, and then date information, fields pub date. Okay, why doesn't that work? Let me copy this one in from the tutorial. Is that any different? I don't know. Let's try saving it again. Is it gonna work? Apparently so. Let Let me save this. Is it gonna complain at me again? Did this whole thing fail? Did it crash? I guess it crashed. Okay. Let's try running that again. Is this a crash? It is a crash. Okay. Now let's redo their formatting. Field sets equals, okay. And let's try again. And that works. Did I have mine formatted improperly? What did I do actually? None. Oh, it's doing... What did it just do? Interesting. Loaded a bunch of stuff. Okay. Fields, question text. I don't really see the difference. Let's do the following. Yes, let's open one of these. Close that. Okay. And then fields 2 equals that. Fields is fields 2. Yes. Why did mine fail? There's no reason for that. They're exactly the same. What is this? I mean, it fit. They were the same. You saw. Did I have, maybe I didn't change it back? Let's try again. Alright. This, maybe that's what I had to do. Fields, let's call it field sets. Fields is field sets. True. That's very strange. I have one version does not work and the other does. Let's end the thing. Bring up this. Unhashable type dict. Okay. Go back to their version. Oh, I see. It's not the structure. They changed the name. Cool. I didn't even notice. Field sets. Now it'll work. Programming. There's always something. What now? Refresh the page, I guess. So now we have question text, date information, date published, and that was date information, date information. So we have a little name for this area. Fantastic. Adding related objects. We have a question admin page, but how about choices? The admin page doesn't display choices yet, probably because we haven't registered it. We will probably want to do that. Now, choices is available. Won't we be registering a separate admin model? I would expect. Question admin, maybe? Let's just let's just do it normally. Oh, it's just admin.site.register choice. I gotta import choice as well. Okay. Now it's available. I will go back over here. Back. Okay, we have questions. Now I will save this where, no, this. Will it work if I resave a good one? Yes, okay, very good. Choice. And now let's refresh. And now we also have choices. Yay. The question field. Oh, the add choice form looks like this. We have choices that we can work with. Sky, not much, etc. So this shows our choices, and if we click on these, I guess we'll get a detail view of this choice. So I can change the question text and see the votes. I can change the number of votes it has, apparently. This is for what's new. How about, oh, the sky. Oh, it applies to the what's new question. Okay. How about not much? This one has 5. I wonder if this will, if modifying this changes the database. That would be weird. In this form, the question field is a select box containing every question in the database. Django knows that a foreign key should be represented in the admin as a select box. In our case, only one question exists at this point. This is all very true. Note the add another link next to question. Oh. I can change the selected question, or I can add another question. So that's interesting. When you click add another, you'll get a pop-up window with the add question form. If you add a question in that window and click save, Django will save the question to the database and dynamically add it as the selected choice on the add choice form you're looking at. But this is inefficient. Don't do that. It'd be better if you could add a bunch of choices directly when you create the question object. Let's make that happen. Okay. Remove the register call for the choice model. Then edit the question registration to read we need class choice inline. This class choice inline, and it's admin.stacked inline. Oh, that's a lowercase L, sorry. This one has field sets, which I will... No, this is a different one. Model equals choice, and extra equals 3. I don't know what this does, but I'm writing it anyway. This tells Django that choice objects are edited on the question admin page. Oh, here we are. There's more over here. Inlines equals choice inline. And this tells Django that choice objects are edited on the question admin page, and we should provide enough fields for 3 choices. Okay, let's save that. Choice inline is not defined. Did I have to import something? Where's that? Import admin, choice question. Oh, this needs to be first. Duh. Let's fix that. There we go. Python, being an interpreted language, requires you to define things first before you use them. And by first, I mean above in the actual file, because it literally reads the lines one by one, instead of just compiling everything and wherever it is, it's fine. It doesn't work that way. Choice objects are edited on the question admin. Load the add question page to see how that looks. Okay. Let's do that. Polls, questions. Where's oh, interesting. So now these choices are part of the question fields, okay. And we're in the what's new question, and choices we have not much. The sky, choice 3, 4, and 5, okay. And it shows the votes, that's handy. There are 3 slots for related choices specified by extra, and each time you come back to the change page for an already created object, you get another 3 extra slots, okay? Every time we revisit this page, it'll have however many fields there are for our existing choices for this question, and an extra 3 empty ones for us to work with. And at the bottom, we can add another one with this link. And if I want to remove the added slot, you can click on the X to the top right. Note that you can't remove the original 3 slots. Add another choice, and here's the X that you can't see. There it is. X, and it's gone. Great. This image shows an added slot. Yes, we did that. Takes a lot of screen space to display all the fields for entering related choice objects. Yes, it does. Quite a bit. Django offers a tabular way of displaying inline related objects. That's great. Change choice inline to inherit instead from, instead of stacked inline, we want tabular inline. So now let's save, and let's go back to here, and let's refresh that. Ah, neat. It's kind of a grid view. Very good. Very nice. There's an extra delete button. Okay. Oh, a delete column. So I can check the box to delete that entry. Customize the admin change list. We're about halfway through this tutorial section. Pretty good. Customizing the admin change list. Let's tweak the change list page, and that displays all the questions in the system. So we want to go back to questions. So we will be changing this that we don't like for some reason. By default, Django displays the string representation of each object. Remember, a few lessons ago we overrode that. Let me see if I can bring that up again. Models, I don't know. This is for, we overrode a string somewhere. Is it in views? I don't know. Where'd it go? It's probably somewhere. Models, maybe? There we go. So we gave it a string method so that when we print it, it has the question text, something more useful. To do that, use the list display admin option, which is a tuple of field names to display as columns on the change list page for the object. Let's just go there and do that. Admin.py. Class question admin that inherits from admin.model admin still, very good. List display is question text, then pub date. Let's also include the was published recently. From a previous section. Remember how we had to change the logic for that to say recently means in the last, what was it, day or something? Or month? I don't know. And then not including future questions, etc. Save that. Show you this, and now it will look slightly different, ideally. Indeed, we have stuff. Very good. You can click on the column headers to sort, except for was published recently, because sorting by the output of an arbitrary method is not supported. So it doesn't know how to sort by this, because it doesn't know if we want false to come before true or after, that sort of thing. It already knows how to sort by dates and by the name of the question text, just a string. So note that the column header is by default the name of the method, with underscores replaced with spaces. Each line contains the string representation of the output, which is false or true. That's all it does. So we're going to go back into models, and we're going to change question. Models.model was published recently. Now equals time zone dot now. Return now greater than equal. Now greater than or equal self dot pub date greater than now minus date time dot time delta days equal 1. Okay. The tutorial has this the other way around, has it increasing order, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to add something, and that something is at the level of the class, and it's after we define this. Is that? Oh, because it refers to this. Okay. Was published recently dot admin order field equals pub date, and we want boolean being true, and short description will be published recently, spelled correctly. Yes, it matters. For more information on these method properties, see list display. I don't care right now. Edit admin again, and add an improvement to the question change list page. Question change list page. Using the list filter. Add the following line to question admin. list filter equals pub date. Okay. That adds a filter sidebar that lets people filter the change list by the pub date field. Okay. Let's save this first. And then this. Did it go? I suppose. Okay, and let's refresh that. What do we get? Oh. That means no, I guess. By date, etc. Cool. Cool. The type of filter displayed depends on the type of field you're filtering on. Because pubDate is a datetime field, Django knows what options to provide. Search capability. We're going to add, probably to admin, for the question. Search fields is question text. So that'll register that. And then we will see a search field. Cool. Very magic. When somebody enters search terms, Django will search the question text field. You can use as many fields as you like, although because it uses a like query behind the scenes, limiting the number of search fields to a reasonable number will make it easier for your database to do the search. So it's the search it uses is more permissive and will come up with more things. So if you have it search through a whole bunch of stuff, it'll maybe be slow, I guess. Change lists give you free pagination. The default is to display 100 items per page. Fine. Change list pagination, search boxes, filters, date hierarchies, and column header ordering all work together like you think they should. Fine. It doesn't seem to want us to do anything with them, though. I'm okay with that. Customize the admin look and feel. We're already doing that. Oh, having Django administration at the top of each page is, we should make it say our site, I guess. Oh, this is customizing our projects template. Django admin is a Django site, meaning runs on Django, generated with Django, so you can use a template. Okay. We are going to do a few things here. Alright, we're going to, what are we going to add or change? Create a templates directory in your project directory that contains manage.py. So this is the project. We're going to create a templates. The templates we made the time before last, I believe, are for the app, for the Pulse app. So this is for the project itself. Keeping your templates within the project is a good convention to follow, but you don't need to strictly. Open your settings file, which is my site settings.py. Is that already open somewhere? Yes. Settings.py, okay. And add a directories, DIRS option in the template setting, okay. And where's that? Templates. Backend, Django template backend, etc. So this is empty, and we want to put things into it. Is os.path, os is imported already. os and os.path are Python standard library modules that we have been through on previous streams. How nice. os.path.join base dir and templates. So os.path.join, as a refresher, takes the first part of a file path and another part and joins them with whatever delimiter is appropriate for your system. If you have a root folder user, USR, and a folder in that called bin, and you want to put them together into one folder, or into one address, I should say, you can do user plus slash plus bin, but a much better way to do that is with os.path.join, because it automatically puts the correct delimiter in there. If you're on a Unix type system, it will be a /. If you're on Windows, it will be a \. I don't know how many other options there are, but best to use this, to use os.path.join. After's true, options, etc. Add a dir's option, we've done that. Is a list of file system directories to check when loading Django templates. It is a search path. Okay. Just like the static files, we could have all our templates together in one big templates directory and it would work perfectly well, but templates that belong to a particular app should be placed in that app's template directory, which we did, rather than the projects. We'll discuss in more detail in the reusable apps tutorial why we do this. Create a directory called admin inside templates. Okay. Templates, and let me show you this. And admin. Now create a directory called admin inside templates, and copy the template admin base site.html. It's telling us to copy files from the default Django admin template directory. And where are they? They are in Python. It's telling me a run Python and pass the -c option to run as at the console. But instead, I'm just going to do this and then do that. Turn off this thing, and I'm going to import Django, and then ask for Django.path. C Python 34 lib site packages Django. Okay. C Python 34 libs. Was it this one? No. Oh, just lib with a lowercase l. Oh, there is a lib. What is it, hidden? Why is it showing as lowercase? Okay. I mean, it's lowercase in here, lowercase l, but in here it's uppercase. That's weird. From Django. Oh, tell me it's here. It's not here, is it? This is the wrong one. It's the wrong one. See, Python 34. It's not in libs either. Do I just go there directly? No, just lib with no S. There's no Django. Oh, it's site packages. Duh. I should have just printed the path instead of sending it to the interpreter shell and then just pasted it into here. Site packages, Django, contrib, admin templates. admin/basesite.html. basesite.html. From within the default Django admin template directory in the source code of Django itself. Contrib admin templates, admin basesite.html, and back we go, back, admin paste. Okay. Then just edit the file. And replace site header default Django administration. Oh, here's the title. Site title default to this. Probably change this to something else. Oh, including the curly braces with your own site's name as you see fit. Okay. Oh, site title, site header is what I needed to change, sorry. This one. Admin index, so instead of replacing this with some as a variable and replacing whatever string it finds for the default Django administration variable, I guess. Polls administration, that's fine. That's the one the tutorial suggests. I'm okay with that. We use this approach to teach you how to override templates. In an actual project, you would probably use the django.contrib.adminsite.siteHeader attribute to more easily make this particular customization. Okay then. This template file contains lots of text with curly braces with and without percents. Part of Django's template language, I kinda realized. Yes, we know. Any of Django's default admin templates can be overridden. Do the same thing you did with basesite.html. Copy it from the default directory and make changes. We're almost at the end of this section. Oh, there's no actual stuff to do. Let's save. Get this up there and then save. Should show us things. No? Maybe not? Settings. Tell it to look at the templates. Now I want this, and that is over here. So Django administration, when I refresh, it should change to polls administration. Polls administration. Yay. If theirs was empty by default, how was Django finding the default admin templates? Since appdirs is set to true, which is over here. Since appdirs is true, Django automatically looks for a templates subdirectory within each application package for use as a fallback. And Django.contrib.admin is an application, right? We don't need custom admin templates, so these will work for our simple application, but it would be more sensible to, if we needed more, we could modify the application's templates rather than the project's templates. We could include the polls application in any new project and be assured that it would find the custom templates it needed. So we were changing the administration template for the entire project, but if we just change the template for the application itself, the polls application, then we could just move the polls application around to different projects and know that it could get the template it's looking for. Template loading documentation, blah blah. On a similar note, you might want to customize the look and feel of the Django admin index page. Not really, but let's learn about it. By default, it displays all the apps and installed apps that have been registered. Blah blah blah. The template to customize for the admin index page is admin/index.html. Do the same as with base site.html, which is copy it from the default into the custom directory. Edit the file, and you'll see it uses a template variable called applist. That variable contains every installed Django app. Instead of using that, you can hardcode links to object-specific admin pages in whatever way you think is best. Okay? That's the beginner tutorial. If you are familiar with Python packaging and interested in learning how to turn polls into a reusable app, check out Advanced Tutorial How to Rewrite Reusable Apps. Or in the meantime, you might want to check out some pointers on where to go from here. What's this advanced tutorial? What sections do we have? Reusability, your project and your reusable app, installing some prerequisites, packaging, using your own package, publishing, virtual environment. What's next? Is that it? Slash, what's next? Let's go with that. Oh, there's just tips. What to read next? At this point, you should know enough to start a project of your own and start fooling around, okay? As you need to learn new tricks, come back to the documentation. They are proud of their documentation. They say it's, we've put a lot of effort into making Django's documentation useful, easy to read, and as complete as possible. That's good. Some projects don't do that. Yeah, I could tell you stories about places, projects I've worked on where people were asking, could we have documentation for this? Because there kind of isn't any, and we'd like to know what we're supposed to do with these bits and pieces. And we go, no, we can't do that. We don't have the resources. So, sorry. Django's got a lot of documentation, almost 450,000 words and counting. That's word count, that's great. Maybe they're not proud of it, they're just saying there's like a lot. Ideally, they're not trying to say that we fill it with junk so that it is large. Django's main documentation has chunks. There's the introductory material, the topic guides, how-to guides for web development, the reference, details about individual classes, functions, methods, and modules. Guides for deployment setups and a deployment checklist, and there's specialized documentation, that's release notes, internal documentation. Documentation is consistently improving. That's good. They make fixes, add content, document features that aren't yet documented. The list of such features is shrinking but exists nonetheless. Apparently they, I guess, decided to add documentation after having Django already and decided, whoa, we should probably explain how this works. Yeah. It's in the docs directory of our Git repository. It's on the web. Also, you can go to docs.djangoproject.com/en/dev. In plain text, if you're using an official release, the zipped tarball of the code includes a docs directory. If you're using the development version, the docs directory contains the documentation, etc. As HTML, you can pip install Sphinx. Sphinx is a Python-based documentation building framework. Then just use include and makefile. No, we're not doing any of that. Differences between versions. Okay. The primary documentation corresponds to the latest version, the latest official release. Sometimes they, if they add a new feature, they say new in version whatever. The Python documentation does that too, fortunately, which we encountered several times while going through those few modules in the standard library. Like I would see, oh, this is only implemented in 3.5, which I am not running, so let's skip that part, right? Main documentation on my page. All right. So that seems to be pretty much it for an introduction to Django. Maybe I'll try doing stuff with it, maybe on stream, I don't know. It could be pretty cool to have maybe a project with several apps, and each app would be one of the little programs we've developed on this stream, like the word search, for example. Could be fun to just see those things working in a browser. So yeah, could be fun to do that. Anyway, I think that is the stream for today. Thank you for visiting, and thank you for stopping by and chat. And tomorrow a game, I'm not sure which one, but you know, something. And the day after tomorrow, I kind of don't know, but we'll think of something. If you have any ideas or suggestions, leave a comment. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, as always. And I will see you next time. Have a good one.